Yeah. Oh, hey. Good to see you guys finally arrive. What I love about a good script is the places that it can take you, as long as you're willing to use your imagination. And that's why we're so excited to introduce to you guys Walt and Roy at the Allen and Gray Musical Festival. This little musical is pretty sure to take you on a magical ride. So buckle up, sit back, and relax, and let's get on with the show.
Los Angeles, 1921. A small movie theater is filled. The crude animated film plays on the big screen. The short film ends and a young man leaves the theater, exiting into the streets of Los Angeles. Walt Disney, 21, bright, smiley, eager, and suited.
Oh, that was fantastic. I had all the bells and whistles. Oh, now where is he?
Roy Disney, 29, serious, anxious, and also suited, walks past Walt. He's holding a map up to his face and completely misses him.
Hey, where do you think you're going? You're late.
I'm not late, Walt. You're a whole hour late, so I've been visiting some landmarks.
Oh, what do you know? This watch is a whole hour behind. I just got this thing. Remind me to get into the watch business.
So, what do you want? There's still 17 more tourist spots I'd like to see.
17?
Oh, sorry, I was wrong.
Oh.
There are 20 more places I'd like to see.
Well, that'll take a lifetime, Roy. We don't have a lifetime.
By my calculations, it'll take us less.
By your calculations?
Walt grabs the map from Roy as a young lady walks across the street. He hands her the map.
A map of the stars. Enjoy.
Hey, what's the idea? That map cost me a nickel.
Look around you, Roy. We are in beautiful Los Angeles, the place where dreams are made, where the silver screen reigns supreme.
I know where we are, Walt. Why are you here?
Well, you know, I've been here for a couple weeks, going after my dream of being a big Hollywood director.
How's that going?
Well, swell. If there were a record for doors being slammed in your face, I'd own it.
So doors aren't opening.
Roy takes a paper from his pocket and unfolds it.
Old man, stop. I'm done with animation. Stop. Done. Stop. I'm moving to LA. Stop. Tell Uncle. Stop. Disney Brothers together again. Stop. The kid. So you're here.
I'm here.
Okay, kid. You came running into the tuberculosis hospital telling me you needed me. So I left against doctor's orders, against my beautiful girl Edna's orders, because my younger brother said he needed me. And Mama always said I was to protect you, so I feel a little Christian guilt. But I was convalescing.
Oh, is that what they call it? Seemed more like a vacation to me.
Walt.
Oh, okay. I needed you for the great big idea.
Okay, that sounds promising. What is it?
I'm still figuring it out.
Walt!
I thought by now I'd have figured it out.
Roy starts to walk away.
Where are you going?
To find the lady to get my map back? I should at least keep myself entertained.
You can't go. Not now.
But why?
It just takes one thought. It just takes one spark. To be great, you just have to take a chance. It just takes one step. It just takes one leap. You and I together can do anything. Two heads are better than one, I know. Together hustle and run, we just begun. We can do this better than one, I know. Imagine that great big idea. What would the Egyptians be without math and philosophy?
Desert and square houses?
The great big idea. And at night, how would we see if not for electricity?
Lanterns were definitely a thing.
The great big idea. Dare to aim, dare to purpose. Need that one great big idea. Make a name, be of service. big idea. You don't get the silver screen without lights, camera, action in the scene.
Well, that's a little wordy.
The great big idea. And if I am too direct, I'll need you here as my elect.
Let me guess. The great big
There's
idea.
nothing to fear. Dare to aim, dare to purpose. Need that one great big idea. Make a name, be of service. With that one great big idea. That one great big idea. That one great big idea.
What would the Egyptians be without math and philosophy? The great big idea. And at night, how would we see if not for electricity? The great big idea.
Dare to aim, dare to purpose. Need that one great big idea. Make a name, be of service. Need that one great big idea. 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 That one great big idea.
Who are all these people?
In no time, I'll have that big idea, and we'll have made my way into a big Hollywood studio, and we'll be set, old man.
Sounds swell.
And one day we'll have our own studio. We'll build grand houses right next door, so I only have to walk over to borrow a cup of sugar.
You can't buy your own?
We'll move Mom and Pops to Los Angeles, and life will be idyllic.
Terrific.
Where are you heading, old man?
Back to Uncle's garage to study the fantastic Salesman of Vacuum Cleaners guide. Sounds like I'm going to need to sell a lot of vacuums. Could always sell them with me.
I couldn't do that. Dreams I can sell. Things that clean, no, I'm no good to you.
Well, you know where to find me if you change your mind.
A man selling maps of the stars walks by.
I'll take one. Might be useful someday to find land to build those houses side by side.
A sparse brown park with no trees and patches of grass. A lone bench sits at the edge of the park, admiring nothing. A dreary landscape.
Another day, another disappointing day. Hello, I'm Walt Disney. Slam! Hello, I'm the next great Slam! Hello, Slam! Slam! God, I just need that one great big idea. I'm going to be selling vacuums. Los Angeles needs more trees.
Walt draws trees.
And birds. Some happier clouds. Yeah, that's better.
What's the worry?
Was that you?
Why, surely it wasn't the birds. In my experience, they just tweet. Now the flowers, they'll talk your ear off.
Rain is the tears of
Oh,
God.
flowers, you hush. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all right.
So what brings you here?
Well, I came to Los Angeles to make my start as a film director because, this is the place where dreams are made of, and I just want the chance to give the world a break from reality and entertain them.
So what's the worry?
Well, I've been all over town searching for that one great big idea to break in, but I just can't find it.
Did you lose it?
No.
Well, if you didn't lose it, then you must have it. You can't find what you haven't lost. Imagine that great big idea!
Dare to aim, dare to purpose. Need that one great big idea.
That one great big idea.
One great big idea.
That one great big idea.
One great big idea.
You can't find what you haven't lost. Oh, goodness. I got it.
Of course you do.
What do I call you?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Tree? Well, I guess that'll work. I'm not great with names.
Tree. It's a delightful name.
Well, thanks for the help, Tree.
Uncle Robert Disney's garage is cluttered with boxes and car parts and a sleeping Roy Disney. Roy wakes up. He sleepily slides out of bed in his boxers. He yawns and turns around to see Walt and a crowd of other folks, including girls. He yelps and wraps himself in a blanket.
Well, you're not up yet?
It's 7 a.m.
Well, grab your things. You're going to stay with me in the loft. All right, everyone. Get to work. We need to make this look like an office.
A girl and a boy grab boxes and march past Roy.
Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, Roy.
Good morning. I have no idea who those two are. What's going on?
The great big idea.
That's what I want to know.
Well, it came to me a few days ago.
A boy is moving Roy's personal things into a box. Roy grabs them from him.
Hey, what's your problem?
These are mine, you hear me? Mine!
Boy, old folks are hoarders.
Who are you calling old? Why, I oughta... Stop! If your surname is not Disney, please leave the garage.
Everyone looks at Walt.
Well, let's give Roy some breathing room.
They scatter out of the garage.
Walt, why are you here?
I'm here because you're the smartest guy I know. And if I'm going to be successful this time around, I'm going to need my big brother. Look, I don't want to be Pa. He's tried to make so many things successful, but he's failed. Imagine if he had a Roy there. Well, there's no way he could have failed.
Oh, kid.
Oh, man.
Still the sweetest dope on the block. So, what's the idea?
Well, you know those half-finished Alice comedy I made at Laugh-O-Grams?
With the little girl in the cartoon world, also known as the film that bankrupted you? No, never heard of it.
Well, we're going to finish it better than ever.
What do you need me to do?
I need you to be the business guy.
Structure. Money. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
My first piece of business advice, you don't have the money for this.
Hey, old man, can I get a loan?
Sure, kid.
Well, I got the money.
Congrats! Hey, what does Uncle want for the garage?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, I figured I'd leave it up to you.
Kid, you had everyone in here and you hadn't secured the space?
Well, you got it, right?
Get out!
Come on, Roy.
Walt leaves the garage. Roy ignores him. Roy puts a pillow over his head and yells. Standing up and straightening himself, he checks his watch.
Hey, Uncle! Hey, Uncle Robert!
Why are you yelling? What's the big idea?
Exactly.
It just takes one thought. It just takes one spark. To be great, you just have to take a chance. Think where the Disneys could be if we could use the garage for free.
Free? Well, I don't know about
The great big idea, and for your generosity, 1% of our company.
I want 5%.
That's a little steep.
The great big idea.
Dare to aim, dare to purpose. Need that one great big idea. Make a name, be of service. With that one great big idea.
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 Hey, Roy, can I come back in?
Yes,
I know you're angry.
the garage is ours. Kid, you know I can't say no to you.
That good old Christian guilt, old man.
So I guess there's no going back to Missouri.
Are you missing Edna?
Terribly. Her father won't let her move here, so we're just writing letters back and forth.
Cheer up, old man. At least you got me. The Disney brothers together? Well, that's a delight for the world. God, think about what we're going to do together. Also, I've stocked up on cans of chili and Jell-O. You don't have to cook.
Well, that's just grand. Hey, when was the last time you slept? You look like hell.
I'll sleep when we're a major success.
Well, I guess we'll need a cartoon distributor.
I think we might have that already. Read this.
Roy opens the letter addressed to them from M.J. Winkler.
Mr. Disney, I am intrigued by your live-action animated short entitled Alice's Wonderland. I'd like to offer you a 1-year contract to produce 6 shorts with an extension of 6 more if everything goes well. The contract is enclosed. Sincerely, M.J. Winkler.
Well, that's promising. Let's get started.
We have a problem. We can't afford a cameraman.
So what will we do?
Put your hands out. Pretty steady. You're hired.
I've never held a camera in my life. Walt, get back here or I'll fire me.
The Disney garage. Roy and Walt sit at a desk reading a letter.
Mr. Disney, I am sorry to say that the 2 Alice comedies you sent do not meet the quality standards of our exhibitors. They lack imagination. They lack fun. They lack innovation in gags. They also lack a steady hand. The camera is shaky. Sincerely, M.J. Winkler.
She's right about them lacking a steady hand.
I'd admit that I need some practice, but I blame technology.
I could do better, but I could use some help. You can't really afford animators with experience.
Maybe there's a coupon for a 2-for-1 deal for animators with no experience.
That'd be grand, especially if they came with a side of imagination.
What about Ub? You always said he was a genius and could animate faster than anyone you know.
Well, he is, and he does, but we can't afford him. He's making $50 a week. With the loan from you and Uncle, best we can pay him is $40.
Well, you never know unless you ask.
Well, maybe you're right.
I'm the big brother. I'm always right.
Ub waits at the train station with one suitcase, a pleasant smile, and unruly hair. Roy walks right past him. Then he backs up and comes face to face.
Ub?
Roy, it's been a while.
It has. I almost didn't recognize you. I thought you were taller.
Most people make that mistake. They think I'm taller, smarter, funnier than I am. For some reason, people tend to forget I'm pretty unremarkable.
A girl walks by and looks at Ub, who suddenly hides behind Roy.
Did I mention I'm also antisocial?
I'd say that's pretty remarkable.
Thank you.
Ub!
Walt!
I'm so glad you came.
I'm so glad you asked.
Are you ready to change the world of cartoons?
With you, Walt, I feel I can do anything.
Oh, I've got so much work for you, you'll never sleep.
Fantastic.
How's your collection of rocks?
Pretty solid. Unless we're talking about the granite, which is pretty porous.
Uncle Robert's garage is cleaned and organized into an office. The space is filled with Walt's new recruits, animators, and ink girls. Everyone is eating lunch. Walt and Roy are talking with each other.
Hey, Walt, we got a letter.
Mr. Disney, I am very happy with the new Alice. The quality and imagination compels me to order 6 more. I've enclosed the new contract. Sincerely, M.J. Winkler.
Fantastic!
We did it! I didn't know you sent the film.
It took our last few dollars, but it worked.
What if it didn't work?
Now, everybody listen up. We're going to produce 6 more Alice comedies, all to the highest quality.
We should do a cost analysis and make sure that this is,
Do whatever you need, okay? Hey, Ub, I've got some new ideas, and Winkler says we should add a cat to the cartoon. Oh, Roy, can you buy that new camera? I think we need to upgrade the quality even more.
Whatever you need, Walt.
Oh, this letter came from Edna earlier. Plum forgot to give it to you.
Walt hands Roy a letter.
Dear Roy, I miss you terribly. Mother and Father send their warm wishes. How are you? I hope your recovery is still progressing outside the hospital. I am sending all my love to you. Your love, Edna Francis.
Roy smells the perfumed letter, then puts it gingerly in his pocket. He pulls out a clean piece of paper and starts to write. Edna unfolds a letter and starts to read.
Dear Edna, my love, Los Angeles is beautiful, but not as beautiful as you. I'm having a good time, but not as good as if you were here. I have no idea what I've gotten myself into.
If I could stop time from spinning around,
I would finally sit and watch the sun go down, but not without you. If I had it all, I'd push that aside and read a book by the fireside, but not without you. If I couldn't play the keys, I'd write the sweetest song for the world to sing along, but not without you. I know I left you there, and I know it isn't fair to say these things to you. Sometimes I walk the street late at night, and I think about my future life, but not without you. When this letter finds you, understand, I wanna be a better man, but not without you. I know I left you there, and I know it isn't fair to say these things to you. Watch the sun go down, read a book, write a song, the world will sing, dream about my life, be a better man, but not without you, but not without you. I know I left you there, and I know it isn't fair to say these things to you.
Roy folds the paper and puts it in an envelope. He hands it to a mailboy.
So you send the contract off?
Just posted it.
Stares at the contract in Roy's hand.
You just posted it, huh?
Yes.
So, what's that in your hand?
A letter to Edna. The contract, which means, oh no.
Walt is sitting in the park that he cartooned. Tree, flowers, and birds are singing. Walt eats a sandwich.
You know, it's crazy what you can do with some imagination.
Oh, I'm glad it's all working out.
Yeah, me too. Can I tell you a secret?
Why, sure, Walt.
You know, I was a little nervous. I don't seem to have the best luck. Disney Brothers Studio will be my third company. If this one fails, I'll never believe in myself again.
One always needs to believe in himself. I would say that might be the riskiest thing of all. Daring to believe in oneself.
Daring to believe in oneself. I like that. You mind if I use that?
Why, sure. What's mine is yours.
I really do appreciate our talks. You're a great listener. Kind of helps me keep my head on straight.
Oh, it would be terrible if your head was crooked.
Hey, Walt.
Oh, hey, Ub.
There's one section in Alice's Wonderland we need to talk about.
I'm game. Let's talk.
I don't think it has enough gags.
Not enough gags? Why? What are you thinking?
Well, I don't know.
It needs fun, something silly there, some fun, a toothy, goofy flair, some zany, crazy, silly, gilly fun. Okay, what if the with the and the and the and then you know, with the
That's great. I think I understand. There's a cat in the jungle, and the jungle has a lion. Well, lion is a kind of cat. Anyway, the lion and the cat start a fight, and the cat grabs the tail of the lion, and the cat has to dodge every dagger from the eyes of the lion. The lion is mad at the cat, and the cat, no, the lion, no, the cat gets away from the lion on an elephant flying. It needs fun, something silly there, some fun, a toothy, goofy flair, some zany, crazy, silly, gilly fun.
Maybe after meow and then woof from congratulations, boing, wow, wow, boing, 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 and the wow, ping, ping. After congratulations, and then the boom makes the wow, 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 makes the boom go boom.
I love it. He escapes from school, cat jumps out the window, but the teacher jumps too. The teacher with the sword and an army of books are marching towards the cat looks back. The teacher has a cannon and the school books watch as the teacher with the cannon makes the cannon go off and boom, the cannonball shot, but the smoke from the cannon makes a ring and the teacher gets caught. Fun! Something silly there, some fun, a toothy, goofy flair, some zany, crazy, silly, gilly fun. It needs fun, something silly there, some fun, a toothy, goofy flair, some zany, crazy, silly, gilly fun. Some zany, crazy, silly, gilly fun. Well, what are you standing around for? Go draw it.
Yes, boss.
Let's go, kid. Edna's train arrives any minute.
All right, old man. Hey, how did you talk Edna's father into letting her move?
I didn't. Edna says her father got tired of watching her cry at dinner every night. She's a great actress.
Oh, goodbye, Tree. Thanks for the company.
My pleasure.
The Disney Garage.
Hey, kid. We delivered the last pick, and Mr. Mintz wants to extend the contract again.
Well, who's Mr. Mintz?
Margaret Winkler's husband. He's taken over the company. He wants to meet about our operating cost.
Oh, why would Margaret get married?
It happens. Can you excuse us, Ub?
Sure.
What's going on, old man? You have that look. We in trouble financially?
No, we're actually good. That is in some small part why we need to talk. We're doing well and are growing. I think we need to think about expanding outside the garage.
Outside the garage? Like our own studio?
Yes, our own studio.
Walt hugs Roy.
Oh, that is the dream. I never thought we'd be able to afford it so soon.
Bank of America is working with us on the loan.
I can't wait to tell the crew.
There's something else I want to talk to you about.
Go on.
Well, it's about me and Edna. I'm going to marry her.
So soon? Well, she just got here.
I can't keep her waiting.
This is going to change everything. If you get married, I can't barge in on you at dinner and tell you my latest idea. If you get married, who's going to work late nights with me? If you get married, well, three's a crowd.
I am still by your side, no matter how far, no matter where I am still by your side. To the ends of the earth, to the depths of the universe, nothing could ever separate us. I am still all of these moments the heavens give. Who could have dreamed of the life that we live? From the day you skinned your knee and I made believe surgery. Teach you to skip rocks on the pond, to delivering papers at the crack of dawn, carrying you to bed when you fell asleep, teaching you to play hide and seek when the night would become too much to bear. Remember the words I'd always share. I am still by your side. No matter how far, no matter where I am still by your side. To the ends of the earth, to the depths of the universe, nothing could ever separate us. I am still when the world's moving fast. Seems you won't last, hold on. Everything that you knew changes round you, hold on. I am still, I am still, I am still, I am still, I am still by your side. No matter how far, no matter where I am still by your side. To the ends of the earth, to the depths of the universe, nothing could ever separate us. I am still, I am still, I am still by your side.
I'm happy for you. If anyone deserves this, it's you, old man.
I was hoping you'd be happy. Hey, now you can ask out that pretty ink girl you've been crushing on. I'm so excited. I need to phone Mom and Dad.
You should do that.
You're the first person I wanted to tell, kid.
An ink girl wearing a flowery dress and carrying a coloring kit walks past Walt.
Lily.
Mr. Disney.
Call me Walt.
Oh, Walt.
Well, I'd like to take you out tonight.
I have a plan.
Oh, okay.
But I can rearrange them. So tonight at 7?
Deal.
Walt and Lily sit in his Moon Roadster.
What a silly cartoon.
I thought it was fantastic. I mean, the antics, the setups and deliveries, the gags. Oh,
You really do love it.
I guess I do.
What took you so long to ask me out?
You're very straightforward.
My mother says there's no point in beating around the bush. She likes to hunt, so she would send me out with a stick to beat the bushes, and I always thought that beating the ground around the bushes was a more gentle approach, and my mother would come out and say, there's no point in beating around the bush, get those birds in the air, bang, bang, dinner.
Well, now I'm afraid to tell you my answer.
Come on.
I guess it was time.
You've been driving me and the other girls home for a while now, and you always take the other girls home first. I believe I live closer to the studio.
You noticed that.
I also notice how you smile at me, how you call me Lily instead of Lillian. So what took you so long?
Well, gee, I was scared. I mean, I was afraid of Roy not having anyone, but now that Edna's in L.A., well, there's no reason to be afraid. Think I'm a chump for such a lame excuse?
Family's all we got. The moment I can, I'll move my whole family here.
Your whole family?
Every single one. My mom, my dad, my 2 brothers, my Uncle Lou, and my sister and her 2 kids. Oh, and the dogs and cats.
Well, you know, I never asked you what brought you to Disney Brothers Studio.
Well, I moved out here to get a change. Back home, no one expects me to do anything more than get married, but I want to travel the world. So my next door neighbor says that Disney Brothers Studios was hiring, and so I decided it was time to work and save up so I can go on adventures and safaris and jungle cruises and learn about the different cultures. I want to end further than I started. Put smiles on these legs and memories in my head. Far away, far off places. I dreamed of this life that I once viewed so perfect and true, but I only knew what I knew. There's a world out there waiting for you, waiting for me, far away, far off places. So what's high adventure? A race to the sun. A life that's lived is a life that's won. No other journey but high adventure. No other journey but high adventure. High adventure.
If you need a map to guide you, just look up to the stars that lead you to where you are, far away, to far off places. I believe there's a world waiting for you that only a few have dared to explore themselves. I'd like to see that world with you, following you far away, to far off places. So what's high adventure? A race to the sun. A life that's lived is a life that's won. No other journey but high adventure. No other journey but high adventure. High adventure. adventure. I see you tomorrow?
Absolutely, I'll be in at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
I mean, see you.
Yes. As long as you promise it'll be an adventure.
That's a promise.
Good night, Walt.
Walt takes a stroll in his park.
Hello again. Hello.
Oh, hello, tree. Flowers? Oh, I can barely see you. It's so dark.
I was wondering if you could help me with that.
Well, absolutely. Pardon me, tree.
Walt takes his pencil and draws a bunch of stars.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Yeah, the stars are my favorite. In Missouri, they just fill the sky.
Oh, Missouri sounds beautiful.
Tree,
Yes, Walt.
what do you know about love?
That's a good question. I don't know what I know about love.
Well, how do I know if I'm in love?
I would say by knowing that you're not out of it.
Oh, with Lily, I don't think I could ever be out of it. When I'm with her, my throat constricts. I get the hives and I get all warm.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, it's wonderful.
You should tell Lily.
About the hives?
No, the love.
Well, I know what you mean. You know, you're right. I will. When I first saw her, I knew. I saw her cross the room. Just didn't know how to tell her that I liked her. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, good night, tree.
Good night. And thank you for the stars.
Disney Brothers Studio. Walt and Roy are in the office pacing. Ub sits in a chair.
Now, what do you think he wants to talk to us about?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Maybe it's to congratulate us on the quality of the new Alice comedies.
Oh, we could have just written a telegram or a phone to say that. No, this can't be good.
He's late.
A neatly dressed woman races into the room.
I need to speak to Mr. Disney.
Edna walks past Ub and Walt.
Walter,
Edna?
I brought your lunch, Roy.
You didn't have to.
Well, I wanted to make sure you were being well fed. You need to be in good health for the wedding.
Oh, what about after the wedding?
Thank you, Edna. You're so thoughtful.
I purchased flowers for the wedding, arranged travel for your parents, hemmed your suit, and put on a roast for tonight.
You did all that before lunchtime? Well, that's it, Ub. Fire all the animators. Edna, you're hired.
Walt's right. Edna, you're hired. When can you start? She even smells better than the animators.
You boys.
Roy peeks into the box.
What did you make?
Cold fried chicken, salad, some Jell-O with orange slices, and a couple of biscuits.
Oh, thanks, Edna. You shouldn't have.
Walt tries to take Roy's meal, but Roy facepalms him.
She didn't.
Roy, you should share with your brother.
No way.
Edna gives Roy a look. He hands the lunch over to Walt.
Here.
That's my Roy.
Edna pulls out a lunch and hands it to Roy. Roy kisses her on the cheek. Ub looks sad. Edna pulls a bag out of nowhere and hands it to Ub.
It's magical. She just pulls things out of thin air. Practically perfect.
The guys tear into their lunches. A short, rotund man struts into the office. They ignore him. The food is just too good. They still ignore him.
I'm here to see the Disneys. I'm Charles Mintz.
Mr. Mintz, well, it's good to finally meet you.
Yeah, we've been waiting for you.
Sorry, boys, I had meetings all morning.
Oh, how's Margaret?
Expecting.
Oh, congratulations.
I won't beat around the bush.
Oh, you hunt?
No.
Oh.
This is very serious talk.
Mr. Mintz, this is Edna, my fiancée.
Pleased to meet you.
Yes. Boys, these Alice comedies are just too costly, and the live-action stuff is just too technical and therefore too costly.
So you're saying it's too costly?
Well, you know, you pay for what you get. If we cut costs, then the quality goes down, and, well, the Disney Brothers studio is known for its quality.
Well, seems we're at an impasse. See here, boys. I like money. I like making money. You can't make money with the Alice comedies. If I'm not making money, then I need to take the mint out of mints.
So you're saying this is all about money?
Of course it is. This is Hollywood.
Oh, shucks, I don't know what we can do.
I just got back from Universal. They're looking for their next cartoon star.
The next cartoon star? Well, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm just a distributor.
What do you think, Ub?
A cat. They're popular.
Nah, too popular. Something else. And no to the horse and no to the duck.
Oh, but I like the horse. The duck, I'm impartial about. How about a mouse? Like the one that used to be in your desk in Kansas City.
How about a rabbit?
Yeah, it just reminds me of Uncle's old Lucky Rabbit foot. Hated that thing.
A lucky rabbit.
Oswald.
What?
That's the name Universal pulled from the hat.
Fitting.
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
It's cute.
Whatever you do, let's dazzle them, boys. Give them everything you got.
Well, this could be the big time.
Let's dazzle them. Let's dazzle them. Let's be so bright that our shine blinds them. Let's dazzle them with our leading man. He'll be so shiny and so exciting. Let's dazzle them. In actuality, his personality should be neat, young and trim, but still adventurous and bold and peppy, just like us. Out with the old, bring in the new. Let's dazzle them.
Let's dazzle them. Let's be so bright that our shine blinds them.
Let's dazzle them with our leading man. He'll be so shiny and so exciting. Let's dazzle them. Rail trains and motor cars change the world, and we should be industrious. They all got their cat cartoons, but luck brought a rabbit to us. Let's dazzle them. Let's dazzle them. Let's be so bright that our shine blinds them. Let's dazzle them with our leading man. He'll be so shiny and so exciting. Let's dazzle them. 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 Let's be so bright that our shine blinds them. Let's dazzle them. Let's dazzle them with our leading man. He'll be so shiny and so exciting. Let's dazzle, 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 dazzle. Let's dazzle, dazzle, dazzle them.
I've been working on this idea of personality animation, giving animation human qualities to the movement, mannerisms, and acting. I want Oswald to be somebody. I don't want him to just be a drawing. He needs to be peculiarly and typically Oswald. Ub, let's get on this right away.
Walt, I've made a decision.
Oh?
The company should be called Walt Disney Productions.
I agree.
You weren't supposed to agree so fast.
I'm sorry. Go on.
The company should be named after the heart. You are the heart.
Great. Well, now that the company is Walt Disney Studios, I think the cut should be 70-30.
60-40, considering we're still partners.
Weekly salaries, I'll take $100, you take $60.
65.
Okay. Is it all right if I take the new corner office in the new studio, Edna?
That's fine, Walt.
Thank you, Edna. Oh, and Mrs. Edna? You should bring her to all our business meetings.
I just might.
Uncle Robert's backyard is beautifully decorated. Roy and Edna enter from opposite sides of the garden. He looks dapper in a trim suit and she is stunning in her wedding dress. They are blindfolded.
This is silly!
This is a custom.
Who created these customs?
Why are you yelling?
I don't know because I can't see.
But you can hear. Just follow my voice.
Keep talking.
I want to try for kids right away.
Roy stops, almost tripping.
Oh,
And I want a house as soon as we can.
every time you talk, my wallet shrinks.
I haven't even told you the big want.
Roy finds Edna.
Oh, I found you.
No, I found you.
Yes, you did.
I search for a melody, and there you are. I reach out my hand to thee, and there you are.
Snow waves past winter time, still there you are. Sunbeams of summer's day, still there you are.
I never thought in all my years I'd find you. I have found you. I could have searched 1,000 years to find you. I have found you, my dear. Come what may come to pass, I'm where you are. This life we share at last, I'm where you are. I never thought in all my years I'd find you. I have found you. I could have searched 1,000 years to find you. I have found you, my dear.
Edna and Roy kiss. The party celebrates. Edna turns and tosses her bouquet to Lily. And Walt and Lily stare at each other as birds watch.
I really do love walking with you. Such a nice day. You look so smart in your nice new suit. It's almost a shame to see you driving your shabby old Ford.
Yeah, maybe you're right about the Ford. It's probably time for a new one. So tell me, Lily, which would you rather have me buy? A new car for my smart suit, or an engagement ring for you?
Well, do you know how I feel about marriage? But my disdain for the institution is not as strong as my love for you, so I'd rather have the engagement ring. But only if you're asking me to be your partner in adventure.
I am.
Walt and Lily kiss.
I search for a melody, and there you are. I reach out my hand to thee, and there you are. I never thought in all my
Walt is strolling in his favorite park. The plants are bigger and flowers are blossoming.
Walt, it's good to see you. It's been a while.
I'm sorry, Tree, but between being married and the studio, I haven't had much time lately. I've barely had time for myself.
You don't look like yourself, Walt.
Well, I don't quite feel like myself. I mean, marriage is great. I love Lily, but the studio's doing really well. Oswald is gangbusters. I just don't feel satisfied. I'm surrounded by so many that I love, but I never felt more alone. I should be happy, but I don't even know what that is. I feel so up, so down, and I haven't slept in a long time.
Rest is important. It's something us trees know very well. While the world busies itself, we watch. Maybe that's the reason why we're here so long.
Well, maybe.
I think a good long rest will do you well, Walt.
Rest? What's that?
Yes, what is that, rest?
Lily Bell.
Ub told me I might find you here. Walt, I am worried about you. Roy is worried about you. You work 16 hours a day. You always seem stressed, on edge.
I'm fine. Look, I just need everyone to stop hounding me. No one understands the pressure I'm under.
Roy and I have talked and have decided you will take a vacation.
What? I can't take a vacation, not now. The studio needs me.
I agree the studio needs you, but not like this. How can you be helpful when you're barely Walt? I will never understand the pressure you're under running a studio, but I need you too. We barely talk.
If I could stop time from spinning around, I'd finally sit and watch the sun go down, but not without you. If I had it all, I'd push that aside and read a book by the fireside, but not without you. If I could play the keys, I'd write the sweetest song for the world to sing along, but not without you. And I know I left you there, and I know this isn't fair to say these things to you.
Let's take that vacation. I promise you high adventure, and that's what you'll get from now on.
The new Disney studio. Walt and Roy are in the office looking through papers. Outside is a large room filled with animators working. Ub enters and starts pacing.
Oh, hello, Walt. You and Lily are back from vacation. How are you feeling?
Well, I feel great. Exactly what I needed. I think I've convinced Lily we're ready to start a family, but, well, you know.
Starting a family with Lily would be great.
Earth to planet Ub.
I think we have a problem with the animators.
What do you mean?
Well, some of them have stopped showing up, and a couple of them have quit for no reason. There's no way we can make our next deadline.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
I think we need to do some investigating.
I think it's time we asked a larger fee from Mintz.
You think he'll forego the renewal of the contract?
George Winkler has been doing some pickup runs. Something smells fishy, and it's not the tuna fish sandwich I had for lunch. Or maybe it is.
You and Lily are supposed to attend Oswald's rival Romeo's in New York. You can visit Mintz then.
That's perfect. I'll visit a couple of other distributors while I'm at it. Maybe Oswald needs a new home.
That's a great fallback plan.
It's a good plan, but let me do the negotiating if it gets there.
I'll message you.
Drop in at MGM. I should probably review our contract with Mintz, see if we missed anything.
Ub, pay close attention to Mr. Winkler. Don't interfere. Just watch.
Like a spy?
Absolutely.
Oh boy, dreams do come true.
Well, we've all got jobs to do. Let's get on them.
They all exit in different directions. The Disney studio. George is having a conversation with another man. Ub slides against the wall like he's a spy. He knocks over a lamp. He catches it as the men shake hands.
Whoa! What are you doing?
It's Hug a Lamp Day.
Ub sets the lamp back in place.
What are you doing, George? There's no pickup today.
I was looking for you.
For me?
Yeah, you, the master animator, the real talent behind Walt Disney. What would he do without you? I'm not just saying that. All the animators feel that way. Bet you he doesn't even pay you what you're worth.
What am I worth?
George whispers in Ub's ear. Ub slides down the wall in astonishment, grabbing George before he falls.
Ooh, get behind me, Satan. I would not be tempted.
I've hired every single animator at Disney.
Well, it's a well-written, solid contract.
That's good.
Unfortunately, not in your favor. Universal owns the rights to Oswald, and it's iron tight.
There's got to be a loophole or something.
There ain't. The best in the biz wrote this contract.
Who was that?
Me.
Shit.
Manhattan, a New York ritzy hotel. Walt enters holding 2 large film canisters.
Deliver this to Suite 204.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Will you tell Mrs. Disney we'll be leaving in an hour?
Leaving already?
Walt turns to see Charles Mintz.
Charles, I was going to drop by your office.
I guess I beat you to the punch.
Well, I guess you did.
I heard you've been dropping by a lot of places in the city. MGM, Warner Brothers.
I heard you've been stealing my animators.
I call it assuring their futures. But you can have them all back if you take a lower fee.
Well, now why would I do that?
Because Universal owns Oswald, and they're ready to sign a deal with me.
Well, this is extortion.
This is Hollywood.
So you're going to steal my animators and my creation?
Yes, unless we got a deal.
Take them. Every last one of them. I don't want those that can't be loyal to my studio.
Now, don't let your ego ruin you.
Well, I could say the same to you.
Well, maybe we should sit down and talk.
Well, my father always said, gentlemen sit down and talk. You, sir, are no gentleman.
Walter, what is the matter? I heard you yelling.
Well, they stole Oswald. Those creeps stole my creation. These men, they act like they're your friends and then go behind your back and steal everything from you. Everything!
Back at the Disney studio, Roy is at his desk.
From Walt.
Old man, stop. We lost Oz. Stop. Heartbroken. Stop. The kid.
What do we do now?
Should be there with him. I don't want the kid to feel like he's alone.
He's not. He's got us.
What is this genius as the genius does? If you've struck lightning, is it only once? Heart drops, mind breaks, you think it's over, over. This isn't the end. Get back up, kid, chasing those dreams again, again. Chasing those dreams again. I had the one great big idea. It dazzled them, dazzled them. I chose adventure over fear. Trusted them, now I'm here. Heart drops, mind breaks. You think it's over, over. This isn't the end. Get back up, kid, chasing those dreams again, again, chasing those dreams again. Somewhere out there, it is waiting for me. Somewhere out there, when I find it, they'll see. Somewhere out there, I'll find the answer.
I'll find the answer. How can I stop when this is all I know? Why would I stop when I was so close? Chasing dreams, you gotta chase those dreams. I am more than one idea. I'll dazzle them, dazzle them. I can see progress through the tears. My imagination's clear. Heart drops, mind breaks. You think it's over, over. This isn't the end. Get back up, kid, chasing those dreams again. Somewhere out there, it is waiting for me. Somewhere out there, when I find it, they'll see. Somewhere out there, I'll find the answer. I'll find the answer. You just need the vision to see it through. You just need a reason to break through. Imagination lives in this house. I'll show the magic, believe it or not, and all will be welcome from man to mouse. Heart drops, mind breaks. You think it's over, over. This isn't the end. Get back up, kid, chasing those dreams again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 5-minute intermission. During this break, please visit the link to the Allen and Gray site to donate to Broadway Cares / Equity Fights AIDS and Broadway for Racial Justice. Help us support artists. If you donate $30 and above, we will send you a digital poster signed by the cast. Following the show, there will be an after show with the cast and crew. You can find the link in your ticket email. See you real soon. Keep enjoying the wonderful world of Walt and Roy.
That was good. Felt a little slow. Maybe we should try it again.
Edna, what are you doing?
Sweating. I'm definitely sweating. Oh, I think I need to lie down.
You're supposed to be resting in bed.
I told them both.
Walt needed me, and I was bored. You try sitting in bed all day. Oh, everything is uncomfortable.
Let me help you home, Edna.
Thank you, Lily, sweetheart. Whatever you do, never get pregnant. I should have insisted on separate beds.
Did I ever tell you about how Walt wanted me to name Mickey Mortimer, and I was just flabbergasted? I said, you cannot name him Mortimer. How about Mickey?
Oh, please let me dance.
She will never let me live that down. Mortimer is not so bad. You got that look, old man.
I've been looking over this contract from Pat Powers that you signed without consulting me, or the list of lawyers that we pay very well for these types of things.
Look, Pat is a genius. Sound has revolutionized our cartoons. I mean, what would Mickey be without sound or the symphonies?
But the contract.
It's a fair contract.
$26,000 a year to rent his Cinephone system for sound? I hear that he's involved in many lawsuits for patent infringement. He's a con man and not to be trusted. Kid, my gut doesn't feel right.
Well, you should take something for that.
You should take something for that.
Look, I trust Pat with my life. He's made Mickey into a household name.
No, you and Ub did that. Speaking of Ub, what was that all about?
What was what all about?
How you spoke to Ub.
Ub's getting a little slow, and we have so much more to do. It's nothing.
Didn't feel like nothing.
Nothing bothers Ub. Look, if you have a problem with Pat, then you're going to have a problem with me increasing his pay to a regular distributor's fee of 25 cents of the gross receipts.
Why am I here, Walt?
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. Where is the money? We need that money. Times aren't good out there. They're saying it's only going to get financially worse. It's not good. Everything we've saved is gone. We are growing faster than we can financially support. Our cartoons are popular and you have changed the business, but we aren't seeing the dollars.
Well, maybe Pat can help you get some new fresh ideas to bring in more money. You should go talk to him.
I will.
Hey, Walt, I have the new skeleton dance sketches. Take a look.
Well, these are good. Hey, say, why don't you get one of the young animators to help you out? They've got fresh ideas you could use.
I'm sure I can handle it.
Well, if I thought you could handle it by yourself, I wouldn't have suggested you get help.
Another businessman in a pricey suit appears. Pat Powers.
Roy, it's great to see you. I hear the wife's expecting at any moment. You want a drink? You didn't have to come all the way to New York when the wife is in such a delicate state. You want a drink?
No, I want to see the books.
It'll take a few days. I hate to make you wait around in a hotel all that time, especially with the wife expecting.
How many days?
5 days is my guess. Mickey is an international star. There's a lot of receipts to sort through. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any profit yet. The cost is publicity alone is expensive. You know how it is out there. We're lucky Mickey is bringing joy to the world in such a dismal time. I'm just as eager as you are to get my hands on some profits.
Roy looks at Pat's brand new overstuffed chair.
Nice chair.
I got it for a steal.
Huh. You remind me of someone.
I got one of those faces.
Yeah, crooked.
What's that?
Nothing.
Say, what's this about Walt and this skeleton symphony thing? Why is he trying to murder the Mighty Mouse?
What do you mean?
What's he trying to do? Ruin us? You go back and tell that brother of yours the renters don't want this gruesome crap. What they want more of is Mickey. You go back and tell Walt more mice.
Have you met Walt before?
More mice?
More mice. That's what he said. I never saw the darn books. That man is a crook. I'm sure of it now. He's cheating us out of our money.
Oh, maybe he's right. Maybe Silly Symphonies is too ridiculous of a name. Hey, tell me, Ub, skeleton dance any good?
Doesn't the great Walt Disney know?
I have a feeling that if Skeleton Dance is a hit, Pat Powers will be here saying,
I knew it all along. I knew it was a hit, and that's what I told the theaters. The crowds are incredible. It's not just Mickey who's the star now. It's Walt Disney. They'll watch anything you put up there so long as it's carefully guided by me.
If you believe that, you'll believe anything.
The Disney studio. Walt is looking over some drawings.
Hello, Walt.
Oh, Lilybell. What brings you by? How are you feeling?
Well, I was on my way to visit Edna today, but I thought I'd bring you some lunch.
Oh, I could have eaten in the cafeteria, and I've got stocks of canned chili.
You really should stop eating that stuff.
No, it's okay. If it means that much to you, I will. Look, don't cry.
I'm not crying because of your chili. I'm crying because I'm sad.
Well, why are you sad?
Because I know I can't give you what you want more than anything in the whole world.
Well, don't cry. Look, we'll
But
just
what
keep
if
trying for kids.
I don't want to try for kids again. I don't think my heart can take watching you have another breakdown.
Oh, the miscarriage has been hard for us. Look, I'm just really glad that you're safe. We can try for kids when you're ready. Till then, just more adventures with my Lilybell. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Feel a little better?
I think so. I just don't want to disappoint you.
Oh, you could never.
Walt waits until she's gone and kicks a wastebasket. He paces in his office. Ub is in a meeting with the animators in another room.
Hey, Walt has been killing us about the Three Little Pigs.
What do you mean?
There's nothing that we can do that's good enough.
He hates sketch after sketch.
That's right. We can hear him coming from miles away.
To deliver the hammer.
So what do you think we're missing,
I think it all looks good. We just need to plus it.
It needs fun, sophisticated flair, some fun. It needs the Disney there, some brainy, zany, technicolor fun. It's going great with the gags, but the gags don't grow any greater gravitas. We need the soul of the pigs to relate to the viewer, or the story gets lost. Keep in mind, it's the way we spend our time. That's the cautionary tale that we tell. We can relate, which makes the story great, so let's get a little human in the cells. First pig builds a house of straw, because he'd rather take his flute and play. None of you are the first little pig, or you wouldn't be at Disney today. Second pig gives a little more thought, but in the end he wants to play his fiddle. If our story says nothing but gags, we're the same as the second in the fable. It's the last little pig with the quick laying brick that's the hero in the end. We're not afraid of the big bad wolf, but the big bad wolf wants in. We build our story up strong with brick boys, making every animation count. You want fun? Well, it can't be done without adding what I'm talking about. It needs fun, sophisticated flair, some fun. It needs the Disney there, some brainy, zany, technicolor.
I was just helping the animators in the story department with some concerns.
If they have concerns, I'll handle them.
Okay, do you want to go over the new sketches?
Look, you're late. Why are you always late? You'll be late for your own funeral. I can't take care of you forever, Ub.
I was only 5 minutes late. I was helping. It's just a meeting, Walt.
You know, that's the difference between you and me. It's never just a meeting, but I get that because my name is on the building. Let's see what you got.
Walt looks the drawings over.
Well, these look awful.
They look fine to me.
Yeah, sure they look fine to you, but fans expect more of me now. A Disney cartoon has got to be innovative.
I thought we were a team.
It's a boy!
Well, what's a boy?
My kid! It's a boy!
Roy reaches into his pocket and pulls out cigars.
We've named him Roy.
Like Roy Jr.?
No, just Roy.
Well, that isn't confusing at all. Well, look, congrats, old man, and hopefully soon I'll be joining you as a father. If I can get Lily to agree to it.
I've never felt so amazing in all my life, and Edna was fantastic. I mean, I think she was. They wouldn't let me in the delivery room. Oh, he's healthy. I think I might be inebriated.
Well, let's get you home, old man.
Congrats, Roy. Bye, Walt. I'll see you at the Three Little Pigs meeting tomorrow.
I was meaning to tell you. I don't need you there.
What do you mean?
Well, I got T-Bone and the boys on it. You can concentrate on the next symphony.
Sure.
Hey, I forgot to ask you, how was your trip to see Pat? He give you any more money?
Yeah. Morning, Pat.
Walt, you don't look so well. How can the man who created Mickey look so down?
Well, I've got a lot on my mind.
Well, here's something to cheer you up.
Contract?
A renewal of a contract.
I'm sorry, Pat. I can't sign anything till I see the books. Strict orders.
Roy?
Lily?
After all I've done for you? Now, are you suggesting that I'm a crook? You sound like your brother.
No, we just want what's due to us.
Well, how about I write you a check? It'll take a little while to get the books organized. We're a little behind. So here's $5,000 and we can do the rest of it by phone.
I hope we can resolve this, Pat. I've told Roy how much you've been an integral part of our success.
We're family.
He's a crook. I just know it. I should go see Edna.
In the morning, old man. She'll still be there, I promise. Let's get you home.
Roy's office.
Congratulations on the baby boy. Where's Walt?
Sorry, Pat. Walt is preoccupied. Just me. What do you want?
I want $50,000.
You owe us $150,000, you crook.
Well, from the way I see it, you have a new merchandising division. Mickey watchers are bringing in a lot of money. From the way I see it, I helped you make Mickey a star.
No, Pat. What you did was prey on my brother's good spirit. The kid always trusts guys like you. He's loyal and always gets backstabbed, and then I have to pick up the pieces. I'll pay you $50,000, and you will relinquish everything. I don't want you to say that you even lifted a finger to help us. Understood?
Deal. I'll pick up a cashier's check tomorrow. Can't trust a regular check nowadays.
Hey, Roy.
Hey, Ub. What can I do for you? I do have to warn you that we'll get interrupted. It's amazingly busy today.
I won't take that long. I'd like to cash out my stock options.
You in a tough spot? We can probably loan you money.
I'm leaving Disney.
What? Does Walt know? I'm speechless.
Pat Powers has given me the opportunity to start my own studio. Can you believe that? I Work Studio. Pat even promised we could do some cartoons in color. Technicolor. Look, Walt doesn't need me anymore, and I'd like to have more freedom to express my own creativity.
So what's high adventure? A race to the sun. A life that's lived is a life that's won. No other journey but high adventure. High adventure.
It's not like it used to be when we were the gangly outsiders. Things have changed. Walt has changed. I think it's time for me to change too.
Wow. You're serious?
Yes. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. I know there's a chance I might fail, but at least I'll be able to say that I tried.
This is going to knock the air out of Walt.
You'll tell him for me?
Sure.
They hug.
You'll always have a home here. We're family.
Did you see this latest article? They're lumping us in with the other studios, like we're anything like them. Walt Disney Studios is more than just a cartoon studio. Look, I've got a ton of new ideas.
I know you do. Have a seat, Walt.
I don't like the tone of your voice. I'll stand. You got that face.
I don't have a face.
Then why do you need me to sit?
I just need you to sit down. Can you, for once, just do as I ask?
Okay, old man. Settle down.
I don't know how to tell you this.
Are you okay? Is something wrong?
Well, you know we've been negotiating with Pat Powers, and they finally got him to agree with a $50,000 payout.
Okay, you were right. He was a crook. But that'll be the last thing he steals from us.
Maybe not.
What's going on, Roy?
Pat Powers offered Ub his own cartoon studio. I Work Studio.
Pat's stolen Ub.
No, Walt. Ub left. He needed the chance to do his own thing.
Oh, What did he need to do his own thing for? He was doing a thing here.
You didn't think you needed him anymore.
Well, I don't. He needs me. I protected him. Now he goes off and feeds himself to the big bad wolf. He couldn't even tell me to my face, that coward. You think you know someone? Oh, boy, you don't know anyone.
I think he was scared he wouldn't go through with it.
Oh, you're going to defend him?
Kid, of his family.
No, family doesn't betray you.
He deserves this chance.
You sound like you envy him.
Don't be crazy.
Well, thanks for the support, old man. I've got meetings.
I'm worried about you, Walt. You gonna be okay?
I've got no choice. You can't have a Walt Disney Studios without a Walt Disney.
Am I standing up? Am I standing up? Am I doing what I think I'm doing? Or laying flat on the ground? Flat on the ground. Two brothers building an empire, built on the foundation of desire. Maybe the family you're given is how you're made to be driven. All overflowing, buried under the work. Used to looking from the outside, but now from the inside. Becoming the guys, no matter how hard we try, to not be those guys. Time is flowing. What do you do when the world wants all of you? All of you. What do you do when you only have one Walt? You give him away piece by piece just to survive. To survive. When you are the machine, cleaning away everything that made you win, cleaning away everything you've been. This close to slipping, this close to tripping. Desperately holding on, barely standing up, halfway inside. Will we even recognize ourselves?
Disney Studios 4 years later. The animators are working and talking casually. Walt's cough is heard. The animators start to work frantically. The animators and writers stare at him until someone pulls a sign that says, "Congratulations."
All right. Thank you. You're too kind.
Congrats, Walt, on the Academy Award for the Three Little Pigs. We are so proud.
Thank you.
Great job, Walt. Allergies.
Oh, all right, enough of that. Back to work. Hey, Ward, what are you working on?
Just a few character designs.
I don't like the line work on that. You can do better.
Fred mimics something to T-Bone.
You don't have to speak so loud, Fred.
Hey, have you read the new short story I sent you? It's super important.
I'll get to it, Ted. Look, I'd like to talk to you all. I just want to say that after the success of the Three Little Pigs, I feel like there's been some slacking around here, and I'm calling a very important meeting this week. Ted and I have been talking for a while, and I think we're ready to explore where my imagination wants to take us.
Fred mimics suntanning and relaxing on a beach.
I agree with Fred. Hopefully you're taking us on a vacation.
Where we will be going will be the most magical place we have ever been. Well, now get back to work.
So, what's the big secret, Ted?
Well, I can't tell you. Otherwise, it would be a big secret.
He's got a point.
I just got word that you've asked William to build you a multi-plane camera that's going to cost us an arm and a leg. I literally will have to sell my arms and legs to afford this camera. I also remembered hearing that Ub had built a multi-plane camera for his studio.
Yeah, but ours will be more sophisticated. Ub and I had been talking about this for a long time. We were going to build it together. The one we will build was more detailed than Ub's. Imagine animation with flickering light and moving water.
It just feels like we're taking something else from Ub. I mean, we hurt him pretty bad with the exclusive deal with Technicolor. He had to scrap his whole cartoon.
That was just business. I have to make sure that Disney has an edge on innovation. It's what we're known for.
Surprised we aren't known for overspending.
You don't understand.
I could if you'd actually talk to me. What is the big idea you were talking to the animators about? I hope it's not something we can't afford to do. We are hanging on by a thread.
If I wait to be able to afford the things we do, then, well, I'd never do them.
We have more to lose than ever. We have families now. Think about your girls.
Well, it's for my girls that I'm doing this. That I'm doing all of this.
Doing all of what?
Yes, doing all of what?
All that he can to ruin us. Just ruin us. Let's go, Edna.
The grump has called.
Roy looks unhappy.
Roy was born unhappy.
That's not kind, Walt.
Well, I don't feel in kind mood.
Have you eaten? You're pretty moody when you don't eat.
No, it's not that. I just don't feel satisfied. There are days I feel like I'm in a black hole. But every day I have to go out into the world. Just so happy because if Walt Disney isn't smiling, oh no, the world will end.
How about some Jell-O? Would that cheer you up?
Well, it depends. Will it have fruit in it?
If you want fruit, it will have fruit.
Oh, that's super.
Now, what is this thing you're doing for your girls?
Well, it's the most exciting idea I've had in a while. I'll tell you over Jell-O.
All of the adventure to be had.
The Disney.
I promise you, it's just allergies.
That would be beautiful.
All right, everyone, take a seat.
I'm surprised to see you up and awake.
Me too. I feel like I haven't slept in a month. Well, I haven't slept in a month.
Oh, you should see someone about that.
Howdy does it?
Oh, I hate Earl's hellos.
Be nice, T-Bone.
Who died and made you queen, Dorothy?
You should make out your will, T-Bone.
Red, shut it.
Lights dim on a small stage.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess with skin as white as snow and hair as black as night. Her mother tragically passed, and her father died not too long after. But before he died, he remarried. The new queen became Snow's stepmother. Every night, the stepmother would ask her magic mirror, "Who's the fairest in the land?" And the mirror would reply that she was, until Snow White grew up, and the mirror acknowledged her beauty instead. The queen was furious and wanted to get rid of Snow. When Snow received news that the queen was out to kill her, she fled into the woods. She came upon a tiny cottage. Tired and hungry, she found refuge within its safe walls. She made herself a meal and fell asleep. But when she woke up, she was surrounded by 7 dwarves. Well, they soon became fast friends, and, well, they lived happily in the woods. All was splendid until the evil stepmother looked into her mirror and said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" And the mirror said not her, but Snow. Snow was still alive. So she used her evil magic powers and her evil magic cauldron to create a potion that disguised her into an old hag so that she might give Snow White a most beautiful but most poisonous apple. And so she set off into the woods.
Well,
Where's the rest?
Well, we have to finish it.
Well, that's why you're all here.
So this is the new Silly Symphony.
No, this will be a full Technicolor feature film shot on a state-of-the-art multi-plane camera. We'll be able to do things never before seen in animation.
I'd love it. So who are they? The dwarves?
Why dwarves? You know, they're so goofy.
Oh, I think they'll be cute too, Fred.
Cute?
No. This will be a classic. I mean, there's nothing more human than innocence and the loss of it. This story will bring the audience to tears, but the key to the story is the 7 dwarfs. They are a personal reflection of Snow White's humanity, so well, let's give them personality.
Names will give them personality. I had a cat with vertigo, and we called the old girl Dizzy.
Oh, it reminds me of Jumpy from Ink and Paint.
Her name is Susan.
That's her name?
Yeah, that is her name. I know that for her.
I love the idea. Give them names according to their personality.
That's what makes humans, well, humans.
Eloquent.
Personality is all you really need. You and me got personality. Humanity expressed personally. Human beings need personality.
When I first came to Disney, I was stuck in my shell. Like an ink and paint girly, eyeballs glued to a cell. If you're unique, you're gonna get noticed. So I created a catchphrase, howdy does it?
That's personality. I always found people a bore. My drawings had more life. They're fused with a core. Built out of strife, but that's the thing. It's the obstacles that makes us sing.
Personality is all you really need. You and me got personality. Humanity expressed personally. Human beings need personality. One time we went on a double date.
You were running late.
I wasn't feeling great.
What a whirl.
We liked each other's girl, and when we asked to swap, they dumped us on the spot.
They had personality.
You're sad.
I'm glad.
I'm mad.
Too bad.
We never saw them again. Personality is all you really need. You and me got personality. Humanity expressed personally. Human beings need personality.
Playing in what they say is a man's world. Takes more than rubies and pearls. I flash a smile, give them a laugh. I wave my hand, and as they gasp, I hit them over the head with my brains and personality.
Personality is all you really need. You and me got personality. Humanity expressed personally. Human beings need personality. Human beings need personality. Human beings need personality.
Lunchtime.
Let's continue this in the cafeteria.
It's allergies.
Meatloaf?
You're both right. It's meatloaf and lasagna today.
I love meatloaf.
The animators head to the cafeteria, leaving Ted asleep on a chair, snoring. The Disneys enter a classy restaurant. Black-tie waiters hustle and bustle around the tables.
All right, boys, you know the rules. No talking shop while at the table.
I never understood that rule.
Well,
Okay. No talking shop at the table.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Disney. Mr. and Mrs. Disney, should we start you out with the usual?
Sure.
Have you changed the menu? Price is still the same?
We haven't changed the menu. The prices are still the same, sir.
Good, because if you had gone up, we definitely would have had to change our usuals.
And what was that all about?
Someone has to look after the money. Can't expect it to rain from the sky like always.
What do you mean, rain from the sky?
I believe this is shop talk.
No, honey, just us boys talking weather.
weather, huh? Speaking of weather, it was a great day. The kids got to swim. Little Roy wouldn't come out of the water.
He's practically a dolphin.
May need to teach him some tricks, charge admission, start a new family business. The Disney Dolphins.
Here's some bread. Your starter should be out any moment.
Now, why do I feel like you're trying to say something?
Just the same damn thing I've been saying for months now.
All right. You boys have until Lily and I return from the powder room to get this settled.
I thought we were on the same page.
We were. Then in 1 year, your budget doubled and all the cash flew out of our savings. Now we're looking at your budget approaching $750,000. A real film doesn't even cost that much.
What do you mean, a real film?
You know what I mean. Earth to Walt. We live in a world where folks have lost everything. Do you want that to be us? Don't you think Lily...
No, I am not run by my wife like you are.
That's fine, kid. Edna's a bright woman with thoughts I respect. That's how relationships work. Shared ideas, give and take. Not just take. Maybe if you knew that, Ub would still be working for us.
Oh, that's a cheap shot. Ub betrayed me. Why would I care about him anymore?
Because it was Ub. If you had treated him better, you would have realized he was happy to be second to you. He didn't need the spotlight. I don't need the spotlight.
Oh, you don't think I treat you well?
And hold it right there, kid.
Stop calling me that. I'm not a kid. I'm Walt Disney.
We are risking a lot.
No, Roy. We are not risking a lot. I'm risking a lot. I'm risking my name, the studio. But let's get this straight. There's only one Walt Disney. Only one. Here come the girls.
Edna just told me the best joke. How'd it go? Okay. What? Wait.
Let's go, Edna. I'm no longer hungry.
But I'm starved.
Edna, please.
Good night. I'll call you, Lily.
What was that all about?
Can we just eat, please?
No, I've never seen Roy that angry. Walter, what is going on? Is this the Snow White thing?
Look, I don't want to talk about it. I'll just be on Roy's side.
Walter, Elias, Disney, there are no sides. Roy is your brother. I'm your wife. We have a life. Now, I put up with your cartoons always being on your mind, but I will not put up with them ruining our lives.
Well, these cartoons built our lives. I built our lives.
Have you ever heard the saying, unhappy wife, unhappy life?
No.
Screw this up and you will know it very well. I'm suddenly not hungry. Let's go.
Can we at least have some...
I'm ready now.
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Disney. Mr. and Mrs. Disney. I've got your starters ready for... Where did they go?
The Walt Disney Studio.
Good evening, Roy.
Good evening, Walt. You get the memo I drafted?
Yes. Wilfred will be directing the old mill to test out the multiplane cameras when they're finished.
Sounds good.
That was like pulling teeth.
That's the worst. Makes me sad.
Oh, kid. I hear the cafeteria has Jell-O.
Green or red?
Which one would make you happy?
Green.
Yes, that's the one.
Roy sits at his desk in his office. He's in a meeting with Doc Gianni from Bank of America.
AP loves you guys. He loves this business. But we are a bank responsible to a board. Money isn't free.
If anyone knows that, Doc, I know that.
Good. So I don't have to remind you that we are just seeing the light in the tunnel of the Great Depression. The board is nervous about funding a cartoon. People around town are calling it Disney's folly. No one understands what Walt is doing. I mean, he is the king of cartoons and he won't even use him. Why can't it be Mickey Mouse and the Seven Dwarfs? I'm having a hard time explaining this.
If I could explain Walt to you, I would, but I don't even understand him. But it's better to finish this film than to have an unfinished, very expensive cartoon. He's mortgaged his house. That's how obsessed he is with this one.
A secretary enters and hands Roy a folded slip of paper.
From Mr. Disney?
Thanks.
Does that ever get confusing? I mean, you're Mr. Disney, he's Mr. Disney?
Around here, there's only one Mr. Disney, and it's not me.
Hello, Roy. Snow is going well. Many technological innovations and story developments. We'll need more money. We asked the bank to up our budget by 25%. Sincerely, Walt Disney.
Well, will you?
I wish we could, but no. We've extended this budget already 3 times. I have fought for you. There's nothing more I can do.
The secretary walks into Walt's office and hands him a letter.
Hello, Walt. Production on Snow will have to cease. Bank of America will not fund any gaps. There's nothing more I can do. Roy.
Floating down the drain. Floating down the drain. No strings attached to pull me up. Floating down the drain. Floating down the drain. Feeling detached. Feeling constrained. Do I wanna be Walt? Is it killing me, pulling me, drowning my fault? Is it good to be, good to be, good to be alone? Do I wanna be home? I'm floating down the drain. Floating down the drain. No strings attached to pull me up. Floating down the drain. Floating down the drain. Feeling detached. Feeling constrained.
In the Walt Disney Studio, the animators and story editors are scattered around the office.
Why all these sad faces?
I'm not sad. I'm mad because I'm bored.
Since work has stopped, I've actually slept. I'm afraid with so much sleep, I'm going to lose my edge.
Come on, fellas, it's not that bad. Walt will get everything going again.
When? We haven't seen him in weeks. I get excited every time someone coughs, hoping that it's him.
Fred's right. We need something to do.
Drawing? We could do that. We can practice drawing. Bring in some live models and animals, and let's hone our skills.
And we could continue working on really getting the chase scene of that witch down.
Those are great ideas. Let's spread the word. We're not going to let Walt down. When production's ready, we will be ready. We'll have every gag figured out.
I've never drawn a live model. Will they be female?
More than likely.
Will they be clothed? A knee!
Ward almost faints, but Earl catches him.
That was a good one. A knee.
Ward wakes up in Earl's arms.
Howdy does it!
What is everyone waiting around for? Let's spread the word through the studio and get everyone going.
Bye, Roy.
Bye, Roy.
Bye, Roy.
Bye, Roy.
Bye, Roy. You're awake. I know. I'm ruined.
Roy stands in the studio alone. Walt walks in, and Walt walks back out, and he walks back in, and he walks out, and he walks back in.
I'm supposed to make sure you got the invitation to the girls' pool party.
We got it.
So are you coming?
We will do our best to make it.
Fine.
In the Disney living room, Edna is blowing up floaties.
I was wondering where you disappeared to. I thought I might have to blow all these up myself.
Sorry, Walt and the girls wanted to take a picture.
Well, does he have that camera out?
Always.
He's such a good daddy. He just dotes on those girls.
I'm glad he does. Sometimes I think he has more of a maternal instinct than I do.
How did we get the boys to be in the same room?
I don't know, but this has gone on long enough.
I miss our dinners and the boys laughing together.
Well, how do we get him in here?
Edna whispers into Lily's ear. They shake hands. They start screaming. Edna falls into Lily's arms.
What's the commotion?
Edna, are you okay?
She just fainted in my arms. I think she got lightheaded blowing up the floaties.
Do we need to take her to the hospital?
I'll grab the keys.
Oh, no, I just need to sit down and drink some water.
I'll take her to the kitchen. She'll be fine. Just you boys blow up the floaties.
Walt and Roy start blowing up the floaties. Lily and Edna shake hands as they exit. Walt and Roy blow up the floaties in silence. It's awkward. After a couple of minutes, Edna and Lily return.
Why aren't you two talking?
That was a quick recovery.
I'm fine. We were just trying to get you two Neanderthals to actually talk so we can be a family again.
Done. I'll talk to him when he apologizes.
Well, that isn't happening.
I give up. I'll be handing in my resignation on Monday. Let's go, Edna.
Go ahead, Edna. We've got Roy Jr.
Edna marches off with Roy as she waves goodbye to Lily.
Save it, Lily. There's a pool full of kids and friends we need to host.
When did you give up?
What?
When did you give up believing in Roy and yourself? Right now, Snow White is on hold. The gangly, wide-eyed Walt Disney I remember, so full of optimism, would never accept that. He would grab his big brother, whom he adores, and he would go to war to make his dreams happen. He'd never accept defeat. What you and Roy have is greater than magic.
What is this genius as a genius does? If you've struck lightning, is it only once? Heart drops, mind breaks, you think it's over, this isn't the end. Get back up, Walt, chasing those dreams. again, again, chasing those dreams again. Somewhere out there it is waiting for you. Somewhere out there you just gotta push through. Somewhere out there you'll find the answer. You'll find the answer. How can you stop when this is all you know? Why would you stop when you are so close? Chasing dreams, you gotta chase those
If we give up, then everyone out there calling Snow White Disney's folly will be right. Please tell me we didn't risk everything for that. We should go back to the party.
Edna forgot her purse. She says I embarrassed her, so I must go get it.
If I could stop time from spinning around, I would finally sit and watch the sun go down. But not without you. If I had it all, I'd push that aside and read a book by the fireside. But not without you.
Hey, Roy. I'll drop Roy Jr. off in the morning.
Thanks.
Are you really gonna resign?
I've never said no to you. I've never put my foot down. No one has wanted more for you to succeed than me, but there becomes a point when you have to stand up for yourself and not be the doormat everyone thinks you are. I'm not a doormat, Walt. I'm your brother. If you don't have family, what do you got?
Roy starts to walk away, but Walt chases after.
Watch the sun go down, read a book, write a song the world will sing, dream about my life, be a better man.
Walt walks through his park.
Hello, Walt.
Tree. Hello, big guy.
We haven't seen you in a while. I'd say ages, but I'm a tree, and age is just a moment to me.
I've been very busy. Well, I have kids now.
Why, that's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thanks.
What brings you back?
A lot of stuff on my mind.
I know.
I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. Are you really here, or are you a part of my imagination?
I'd say both. It seems I'm here most when you need me to be, and not when you don't.
Oh, I feel so lost.
Why so?
Roy's packing up his things. He's leaving me.
Do you want him to leave?
Of course not. I don't want anyone to leave. I just have a hard time telling people how much I care about them.
It's so important to tell those we love how much they mean to us.
I don't know where to start.
Walt, if you need a map to guide you, just look up to the stars. They'll lead you where you are, far away. to far off places. I believe there's a world waiting for you that only a few dare to explore themselves. I'd like to see that world with you, following you far away. To far off places. So what's high adventure? A race to the sun. A life that's lived is a life that's won. No other journey but high adventure. 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 Goodbye, Walt.
Thanks, Tree. I know what to do.
Walt Disney Studios. Roy packs his things into a stack of boxes.
My resignation letter is on your desk.
Hey, Roy. Remember that illustration book Auntie bought me? I love that darn book. When we moved from the farmhouse, I thought I lost it, but came to find out you saved it for me. That has been my whole life. You've allowed me to color in this world while you stayed responsible.
If we woke up tomorrow, magic lost its spark. When the lights go out and all goes dark, who'd still believe? If not you and me. If this ship flies away, what does it cost? Will our dreams be buried in the never lost? Who will believe if they can't see? Let the world fall around us. I'll be here no matter what. Our bond is greater than magic, shifting the impossible, the universe adjusts. Our bond is greater than magic, is greater than magic.
If I woke up tomorrow, found myself alone, the land was empty, not a seed was sown. Who would plant them if not you and me? If this ship flies away, what does it cost? Will our dreams be buried under piles of magic dust? Who will believe if they can't see? Let the world fall around us. I'll be here no matter what. Our bond suggest our bond is greater than magic, greater than magic, greater than magic. Our bond is greater than magic.
I'm sorry, old man.
Roy kisses Walt on the forehead before he picks up the phone and dials.
Doc, this is Roy. I have Walt here. Walt Disney, the genius, the innovator. Your sorry bank is going to regret not funding the rest of this film. I'm calling you to let you know that I will go find the money, and I will make sure Bank of America never stops hearing about their failure to back the most innovative and commercially successful film of all time. Not a cartoon, but an animated film. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay.
Well?
He said they'll provide the funding so long as they can see a cut in 1 week, and the original deadline will be held to.
Well, that deadline is December. 2 months from now, we haven't filmed one cell yet. It's over 260,000 frames to be filmed. It's impossible.
If anyone can do this, it's the great Walt Disney. I've believed that all my life.
Well, the Disney men can do anything.
Still the sweetest kid on the block.
Walt Disney Studios. The animators are working away. A cough can be heard in the distance. Everyone stops and then starts scrambling.
Hey, boss! Hey!
All right.
Oh my God.
All right. You may not cheer once I tell you what I need from you. In 1 week, we need to put together a rough cut while simultaneously working on The Old Mill and Snow White for their releases. I know it sounds impossible.
Sounds like music to my ears. Huh? I mean, it sounds like terrible work.
I like the impossible.
I'm so ready to lose sleep.
We thought you might need us, so we are happy to report that 3/4 of the sketches have already been filmed. We're just missing the chase scene and the ending.
But you kids did that for me? Oh, that's swell. You know, I know exactly what we need. We've got to do the impossible. Let's go.
The animators scramble about with drawings. They walk and talk in groups. Fred is flipping through a stack of drawings.
Hey, Fred.
Fred tries to get Dorothy's attention. She walks right by. Ward walks by Fred. Fred tries to get his attention.
Oh, hey, Fred.
Ward walks by Fred without stopping. Ted and T-Bone come in.
Hey, Fred.
Ted and T-Bone almost walk by Fred when Fred whistles really loudly. The other animators run in.
I just need somebody to sign off on this.
Well, why didn't you say so? Wait a minute, he talks?
He talked?
Of course I talk. I've always talked. I'm just always on vocal rest. Who else is going to sing all the tunes?
Wow, what a voice. You single, Fred?
Yes.
All right, everyone back to work.
The animators scramble. Ted takes the drawing from Fred, and Dorothy runs back and grabs Fred by the arm.
The screening room.
I'm so nervous.
Oh, my palms are sweaty.
All right, boys, give me a reason to say yes, because the board wants me to say no.
Just remember, this is a rough cut.
A very rough cut.
The Snow White Ballet. The boys play Snow White for Doc, and everything is going swell. Suddenly, we see the film burn and the picture fails just as Snow is about to bite the apple.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, we've lost the rest of the cut. Damn. Well, get up there, Walt.
Well, what do you mean?
Do your magic.
Walt takes off his coat and rolls up his sleeves.
All right, where were we? Oh, yeah, I remember. Snow is about to take a bite of the apple that the evil hag just gave her. The old hag watches with her big eyes, gutturally laughing. Snow White eyes the apple. She takes a large bite, and she's poisoned. Snow White falls to the ground. The old hag cackles. The dwarves arrive just to see the old hag standing over a no longer breathing Snow White. They chase the old hag through the woods and up a hill. The old hag tries to loosen a boulder on the dwarves, but slips and falls from the mountain to her death. The dwarves return to Snow White. They put her in a glass casket because she is as beautiful in death as she was in life. The prince arrives as the dwarves are mourning. He looks at the princess and feels compelled to kiss her. True love's first kiss. Snow White's eyes flicker open to see her prince and the dwarves. They all celebrate that snow has been brought back to Earth. Oh, and they all live happily ever after. The dreams do come true. With some imagination.
The Walt Disney Studios streamers hang from the ceiling. It's the Snow White opening night party. The whole company celebrates.
Pretty good stuff.
It's an honor to be part of such a groundbreaking night. And did you hear them? The theater was so full of tears. I'm surprised we didn't drown. Just capital.
It was a wonderful opening night.
Oh, they won't ever call it Disney's Folly anymore. It'll be Disney's masterpiece. So many stars on the red carpet. The board is just delighted. And you were right. Snow White is a commercial success.
I know. I was there, Doc.
Well, I'm sorry to hold you up. I'm just so excited. Well, we have this new film called Gone with the Wind. It'll be a flop, but I'm glad we have Snow White. All right, enough listening to me. Go mingle. Enjoy your night.
Hey, Walt.
Ub. Oh, it's so good to see you.
I wanted to send you a congratulations gift, but I thought I might just come by the party. But if this is a bad time.
No, not at all.
Ub hands Walt a drawing of Mickey holding hands with Oswald.
They started it all for us.
This is the best. Thanks, Ub.
I have never cried so hard in a film. Snow White was truly beautiful.
Well, that means a lot.
Walt, speech time.
Well, this is a joyous time for us. Again, we prove never bet against the underdog. Snow White is a smash because of your wonderful work ethic and talent.
Hey, we got a compliment.
I'm retiring. It's better to go out on a high note.
All right. Look, I am grateful. And we need to thank my brilliant brother, Roy Disney, who's never said no to me in my life.
Oh, now we know who to blame.
It's always the quiet one.
All right, there is no Walt Disney Studios without Roy. Remember that, because I surely will.
Ah, kid.
You each have left an indomitable mark on this company and me. I've learned a lot of lessons over these years. One, the most important thing is family. You are all family.
It just takes one step. It just takes one leap. You and I together can do anything. Two heads are better than one, I know. Together hustle and run, we've just begun. We can do this better than one, I know.
Imagine that great big idea.
Make the most of your dreams. Not for yourself, but those you love.
Make the most of your dreams, even when the shadows above. First think, then dream, then believe, then dare to risk it all. First think, then dream, then believe, then dare to risk it all.
Fall around.
Walt Disney died December 15th, 1966, in Los Angeles of lung cancer.
Roy was at his brother's bedside when he died. They say Roy was seen crying and massaging Walt's feet, saying,
Don't worry, kid. I'll keep the mouse safe.
Let the world fall around us. I'll be here no matter what. Our bond is greater than magic, shifting the impossible. The universe adjusts. Our bond is greater than magic, greater than magic, is greater than magic. Our bond is greater than magic.
Well, how about that? Trying to create stories in a new medium? Definitely something that we can relate to as well. So can our actors, by the way. All of them are humanitarians in this process. We're all trying to raise money for Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, and also Broadway for Racial Justice. Those links are below this video. Please, please consider donating to both of those worthy causes. In a few minutes, we're going to be over on our Facebook Live with some special guests, and we would love to see you there. Please come join us, and we will talk more then. Thank you for coming.